Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having an incredible day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. We're looking at the Thomas Haweis New Testament translation. Thomas Haweis, that's Haweis, as you probably saw in the title. A translation of the New Testament from the original Greek, humbly attempted with a view to assist the unlearned with clearer and more explicit views of the mind of the Spirit in the Scriptures of truth. I really like that phraseology. You get the mind of the Spirit in the Scriptures of truth. And it's by Thomas Haweis, LLB, Rector of All Saints, Albany, North Hampshire, and chaplain to the late Countess of Huntingdon. When I was reading a little biography like Wikipedia, it talks about their connection. London, printed for T. Chapman, number 151 Fleet Street, 1795. So this is one of the earliest, after the King James, English Bible translations. He was with the Free Church of England. He was a founder of the Missionary Society. But I just thought I'd read some of his preface. And I'm really just getting you acquainted and maybe making some of you aware this even exists. And many of you probably don't exist, but some may not. And then you can do a deeper study, a deeper dive yourself on this. So the preface: appearing before the public as a translator of the oracles of God. I really like that. It would ill become me to deprecate the severity of criticism when I most cordially desire the intelligent and learned of my brethren to point out my mistakes for correction, and in love and in the spirit of meekness to smite me friendly. Smite me friendly. I thought that was interesting. It's a proverbian phrase. Should, however, the shafts of malignity and the weapons not of our warfare be employed against this humble yet well-meant attempt to make the Scriptures better understood, I shall endeavor to pluck the honeycomb from the lion's carcass and be thankful for real information in whatever mode it may be communicated. Respecting highly as I do the translation of our reformers, whose language has dignity and whose soundness in the faith I hope living and dying to maintain, it must be acknowledged that there are in our present version obscurities which may be avoided, words becoming the lapses of age obsolete. Now, isn't it fascinating? He's writing in the 1700s, translating, and he's saying, there's archaic words in the King James Version. So I just think that's interesting. Expressions feeble and inexact, for which others more accurate and energetic may be substituted, and in some passages the sense embarrassed and probably mistaken. To make therefore the Scriptures as intelligible as I can to men of common capacity, who are destitute of the knowledge of the original, and sometimes perhaps to suggest a sense not unworthy the adoption of the judicious scholar, I've endeavored to render every passage with the most literal exactness, to use the most forceful and clear expressions corresponding with the original, not to omit a particle, preserving the participles, and following much as the genius of our tongue will permit the exact order of the Greek words, persuaded that thus placed the sense often receives clearness and energy. Now, I will say Tyndale did a lot of that as well. Let's see if I can look up Luke here. Actually, I think I did. It's in paragraph form. Yeah. Since many have attempted to compose a narrative of facts confirmed to us by the fullest evidence, exactly as they delivered them to us, is Luke 1, who were Eve witnesses, I'm assuming he means eyewitnesses, or it's maybe just a misprint, from the first and ministers of the word, it seemed right to me also, having obtained accurate knowledge in all things from above, to write to thee in regular order, most excellent Theophilus, to the intent thou mayest clearly know the certainty of those matters concerning which I have been instructed. There was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias of the course of Abiah, his wife of the daughters of Aaron, her name Elizabeth, both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. So this is the Haweis New Testament, 1795. To me, absolutely fascinating. I think really all we need is King James. But of course, it does have archaic language. We'd need to have some helps with that as well. So the Thomas Haweis New Testament translation, I dearly love in his front page, The Mind of the Spirit and the Scriptures of Truth. So God bless you. You may want to do some more study on him and others. We'll see you. Bye-bye.